Первый этаж. Здравствуйте. Можно? 81 кресло, второй этаж.
Спасибо вам.
Hello everyone, it's Nicholas. Right now Lena and I are on the Moskva to Belgorod train heading down to the city of Tula, where we plan to eat lots of gingerbread and also see the local Kremlin. And how do we call gingerbread in Russian, Lena?
Тульский пряник.
Tula Pryanik. Join us. So, we just got to our hotel in Tula. We decided to stay at the Hotel Imperia. Check out what you can get for $100 Canadian for 3 days. Pretty nice digs. So, Lena and I are going to get some grub, chill out for a bit. See you in the morning. Had a wonderful sleep and booked some jacuzzi time for tonight, which is fantastic.
Yes.
Beautiful day. So we're gonna see if we can try and find some of those scooters. How do we say it in Russian?
Самокат.
Samokat, the yellow samokats, which are very popular, not only in Moscow, but in many, many cities. So we'll see if we can find some of those. It'll be my first time trying them. And yeah, zip down to the city center.
Да.
So we just found the samokats here. We're going to book it through the Yandex app, which should be pretty easy. Let's see how these things work. So we have great success on the samokats. Just heading down to the city center now. Dobry den. So we just arrived at the Kremlin in Tula. Tula was established in 1146, originally as a fortress city. Literally, Kremlin means fortress in the Russian language, and several such fortresses exist in Russia. And I'm about to show you one. And we're just waiting for Lena to get across the street. Молодец.
I try.
So we just disembarked from our samokats and we're heading into the Tula Kremlin. Lena, how did you feel about riding a samokat in Tula?
It was actually very nice, almost like Moscow, but not in all the places.
Yes.
The road wasn't comfortable sometimes.
Yes, a little bit bumpy, but I think we'll definitely jump back on there again because it's a beautiful city and lots of fun on those scooters. So we are at the Kremlin now in Tula. Very popular, very beautiful day. Lots of excursions here from children's schools and other such institutes. Let's see what we can find. So here we are at the Kremlin in Tula. Very beautiful. Lena, what are your impressions?
This is incredible.
And so they actually have a museum on the grounds here in the Kremlin. But as for the grounds, it is actually free of charge to walk around in this amazing place. Such an unbelievable place we are in right now. The Kremlin Wall, the amazing Orthodox Church, incredibly beautiful. And we just also discovered the residence where the Orthodox and Kremlin hands resided in. So take a look at this amazing contrast in terms of class in Imperial Russian society. So there you have, of course, the amazing cathedral and the state. And this is where the small people lived. So we just had a fantastic walk through the Kremlin, and we're going to go try some Tula Pryanik, some gingerbread, and definitely some coffee as well. So Tula Pryanik, amazing history, goes back to the year 1685, if you can believe it. The first Tula gingerbread was recorded in a confectionery, and it's still unknown who was the absolute original who created Tula Pryanik. There's about a dozen bakers who are credited with its invention, and each one has their own specific recipe. And it's been a well-guarded secret as well for many years.
Of course.
Shall we try this one? Looks like they have some breakfast too.
Yeah.
Why not?
They should have pryanik.
So we had a very delicious lunch at Cafe Pranikov, but no Pryanik at Cafe Pranikov. How can this be? So we will continue our search for some delicious Pryanik here in Tula. Let's go. So right now we are standing in front of the Tulski Pryanik Vistovka magazine, and it has the name Pryanik in it, so we are hoping there is Pryanik here. I think this time it'll be true, but who knows, let's see what's inside.
Спасибо.
This is the place to be. So definitely the right place to be if you want to get some pryanik. All the pryanik you could want. Pryanik, here's pryanik, there's pryanik. You got yourself some emoji pryanik, some car pryanik, some Orthodox pryanik.
I found
You got
squirrel.
some squirrel pryanik, some cat pryanik, some zayits pryanik, ryba pryanik, all the pryanik. Got that jam in there, delicious. So that Tulski Pryanik is definitely delicious, and what makes it special, I suppose, is the special jam that's inside. Something sweet at the core, just like people in general, I guess.
Yes.
Добрый день.
Добрый. Христианство
Христианство.
и
Да.
язычество, солнышко наше. Это одно и то же.
О. Конечно, разное. And so, after much trial in the city of Tula, we have finally found the Tulski Pryanik. Now the only trick is trying to find a way to get this back to Moscow. Maybe we can get a tank to pull it. What do you think, Lena?
Yes, I think we could rent a tank from the museum.
Perfect. And of course we couldn't pass through a Russian city without finding the monument to Vladimir Lenin. And here he is standing in front of the former House of Soviets, now the city administration building of Tula. Wow. You got everything you need in this city square. You got Lenin, you got the big Russian flag, Tula Gorod-Giroy, you got the Tulski Pryanik monument, Orthodox Church. I guess all we're missing is a Pryanik, a gingerbread in the shape of Lenin. Have you ever seen any like that?
No, we will try to find.
Yes. If anyone has ever seen some Pryanik in the shape of Vladimir Lenin, comment down below. So Lena and I are just scooting around the Kremlin. We found an amazing mural to Peter the Great, and just behind him is of course the famous Weapons Museum of Tula, and it was of course founded during the days of Peter the Great. So very significant that this mural is placed here on the embankment of Tula. So right now, as you can see, we're heading over to the Weapons Museum of Tula, and just to our left here, we actually have the weapons factory itself. Спасибо. So we just made it to the Weapons Museum, as you can see. So let's see what we can find. There seems to be lots of military equipment here on the grounds as well as inside of the museum. Let's see what we can find. So here we once again have a monument to Peter the Great. During his time, this weapons factory of Tula was first established, and it's when Tula became a center of Russian military defense against foreign invaders. Tula, one of a dozen hero cities of the former Soviet Union. Not only was Tula a defense against Napoleon, but it was also a defense against the German invasion of 1941, Operation Barbarossa. When the Battle of Moscow broke out, Tula was very important in the defense of the capital of the Soviet Union, supplying arms, and most importantly, a rigid front line, not a step back.
Оружие ковала, стала похожа сама на ружье. Слышится звон боевого металла в древних названиях улиц ее. Улица Курковая, улица Штыковая, и пороховая, и патронная, дульная, ствольная, арсенальная, улица любая, оборонная. Пытались пробиться к сердцу России, к Москве дорогой, грудью своей прикрывая столицу, шли в ополчение одна за другой. Улица Курковая, улица Штыковая, и пороховая, и патронная, дульная, ствольная, арсенальная, улица любая, оборонная. Дульная, ствольная, арсенальная, улица любая, оборонная. Мы и в бою, и в работе гвардейцы, славится всюду наш доблестный труд. В новых цехах молодые умельцы новую славу народу куют. Улица Курковая, улица Штыковая, и пороховая, и патронная, дульная, ствольная, арсенальная, улица любая, оборонная.
So we had an amazing time at the Weapons Museum, and now we are capping off the night with some food at Yeda Emir, of course named after Tolstoy and Tolstoy's novel War and Peace, but instead of War and Peace, it's Yeda Emir. And so that was our trip to Tula. We're going to buy some gingerbread, some Pryanik to enjoy back in Moscow. I hope you join us next time when we go on another amazing Russian adventure. Thank you for watching.